All right, good day, everybody. This is E. Marcel Pertu, and welcome to another edition of the original Free Kick. In this edition, we were able to attend the press conference of Atlanta United player Tyler Wolff. Before we get to the presser, as always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership, the sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just look us up under the Sports Inquirer or my name, E. Marcel Patute. And finally, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow everything that we have going on at our various platforms that you listen and watch us, including YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and much more. We're looking to increase our subscriptions, and you can do that by doing everything that I mentioned, and that'd be really beneficial to everything we have going on. As I mentioned, we were able to attend the press conference of Atlanta United player Tyler Wolff on April 30th, and we are recording this on April 30th. And a variety of topics with the midfielder that you're going to hear are about the team's struggles to score, inefficiency on the winger position, him getting increased playing time individually, and much more. So let's go ahead and get right to the presser of Atlanta United midfielder Tyler Wolff, midfielder slash striker. Enjoy.
Statistically, the wingers haven't had a whole lot of production this season. Why is that, and how can it be improved?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's just confidence. I know last year when we were firing all cylinders when we played Miami, I know everybody was contributing, scoring goals, guys off the bench, starting, especially on the wings. I think it's just getting rhythm, and once someone kind of sparks that little bit of fire, you catch wind, and you propel yourself through the season. But I think what we need to work on, and what we've talked about today, is creating chances more from our style of play and how we break down the opponent, and not as much our individual talent. I think that can create more goals for players around the whole field, not just Gigi or Thiago.
So that you're talking about passing and moving instead of trying to beat somebody off the dribble?
Yeah, obviously we have a ton of talent, 1v1, but I think we can do a better job of breaking down the opponent and being in the right spots, not having to rely on our talent.
Okay. And has having had rotating strikers because of injuries and everything, has that affected y'all's production?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe just the gel isn't 100% there, but like I said, I think everyone, when you step into that role, when you're on the field, it should be very clear and cut what each player's role is.
In the winless April, what is the mood right now? Is there frustration? What is it?
I wouldn't say frustration. I think going into that game last week, one of the big points was kind of mentality. We would score at the Benz, those two home games, and then we'd let goals go in right after. I think last week we really worked on our mentality, and going away in this league, it's always tough. So I think a positive is getting that clean sheet, but I still think we're all a little disappointed that we left points that we thought we should have got there.
We all seem to overload on the left side. It seems like it's times was some trouble progressing the ball down that side. Why do you think it is?
Yeah, I think last game we got in behind a couple times early, and then we didn't really go back to that. I'm not sure, just the flow of the game or what it is, but I think we should keep trying that.
In moments as an attacking player, when goals and assists just aren't coming your way, what are the things you focus on to try to get going in matches?
Yeah, I think sticking to the basics, connecting passes, and then just trying to combine, link, and running in behind, keeping that urgency, that energy to want to keep scoring goals, wanting to just cause questions of the back line of the opponent.
And now you have a match coming up on Saturday. How are things going with the team? Just preparations for that contest coming up.
Yeah, we haven't touched on the opponent much. We were just looking at film today, kind of getting back into the week. I'm sure tomorrow we'll start to look at film and start to prepare.
And if you individually seen some more consistent playing time, what's this year? I know obviously the results have not been maybe where you want to be, but you have seen more play this season. How's that been for you individually?
Yeah, obviously everyone loves to be on the field. I think the next step is really kind of grabbing the opportunity and running with it, whether it's goals, assists, creating goals when you're on the field. Sometimes you just need that little momentum, and it can take off.
And that was Atlanta United player Tyler Wolff discussing the team's struggles to find the back of the net, but they're mentioned getting a point on the road against Chicago last week. Did get a clean sheet, but the team just is struggling to get those wins. And we'll delve more into that in the future when we do a full preview of the matchup against Minnesota in the next few days. Thank you for listening and watching this edition of the Original Free Kick. As always, go to the mothership to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports to keep track of everything that we have going on. You can also go to our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Sports Inquirer or eMarcel Pursuit. And finally, go to our platforms where you listen and watch our content, such as YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and much more. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, and favor the things on our sites. Thank you for listening and watching to this edition of the Original Free Kick. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.